Alright. Morning, everyone. What we're doing today is we're quickly starting a brand new topic, which is we're looking at linear relations and um, and how that works. And today we're going to be starting just by looking at the Cartesian plane. What I'd like to do to get your brains ticking over is to complete this warm up activity. Just that full screen, right? So I encourage you to pause this video and you have 4 minutes to try and answer all these questions. All right. So it's a bit of a mixed bag of things. So pause the video now and give it a go. Okay. Assuming that you pause this video, if you had to round 67 to the nearest 10, that would be 70, because 5 or higher rounds up. 3/4 plus 2/3, you have to make the denominators 12 in order to add them. So that would be 8/12 plus 9/12, that's 17/12. Find the value of x if 3x plus 1 equals 16, that would be 5. If a bag of rice costs $4.10, what would the cost of 500 grams be? Well, it would be half of that, which is $2.05. Convert 0.7 into a percentage, you just times by 100. And 5 plus 5 times 5 plus 5 times 5. If you do BODMAS, you do 5 times 5 and 5 times 5, which are both 25. 5 plus 25 plus 25 is 55. Okay. So if you got all those, give yourself a pat on the back. Well done. Let's get started on what we're actually doing. Your brains are on. All right. So have a quick think about, and keep in mind this was originally planned for class, but have a think about the things that you remember from previous years about graphing and Cartesian planes and linear and that sort of stuff. And so, 2 minutes, try and write down as many things as you remember about the Cartesian plane. Okay? So, if you can pause this video and take 2 minutes, write down as many things as you can. Okay, assuming that you've done that. Here are some parts of the Cartesian plane. I'm going to annotate on this. I think I can. Okay, I'll annotate some of these things. I want you to have if you would like, pause the video and see if you can figure out where these things would go. Alright. What's that mouse? Oh, it's over there. Okay, so firstly, the x-axis, right? This axis here, it runs this way, right along. The y-axis is the vertical one, the vertical line that goes up and down there. The origin is the point at 0, 0, which is right in the middle there. Arrows are at the end of each axis, and they essentially show that these axes go on indefinitely. That's what these little arrows are for. Right. Scale. Well, the scale is each number that it goes up by, so this increases by 1 every single time, meaning that this scale is just 1 to 1. Whereas if it went up by 2s, the scale would be 2, for example. Title. This one doesn't have a title, but I suppose this is where your title would normally go. And then lastly, the 4 quadrants. these sections here. These are the 4 quadrants, and they all mean a specific thing when you're graphing in there. Right? They're the parts of the Cartesian plane. Right. Reading values. Find the coordinates of B, C, D, E, F, G on the Cartesian plane. Right. So they're the values. Make sure that you pause the video and have a go and see if you can figure it out. Alright. Assuming that you've done that, let's go through and see what these points are. Okay. So I'll just do a couple. If you're not too sure how to do it, and you can hopefully you've done the rest. But okay. So point A, all I'm doing is I'm figuring out. I know that points need to be written in the format x over y, and you should probably put brackets around them. That's x, y. Okay. So point A, I want to find the x value first. Here I'm going to write A, so I know that this is point A. The x value, I look, where does this line up with the x-axis? I can see it lines up at -3, meaning my point will be -3, and then I look at the y-axis, where's the line up? That appears to line up at 4. So -3, 4. All right. I'll quickly do another one, but I think that you get the idea. Let's say I wanted to do f. Right? If the x-axis is 4, and the y-axis is -2. Right? You get the idea. Okay. Plot the coordinate 4, 2 on the Cartesian plane. Right. Again, pause the video and have a shot at it if you think you can do it. If not, stick around, or I will confirm. Alright. So if I want to plot the point 4, 2, I need to go to the value of x being 4, which is here. Right? And the point where y is equal to 2, which is here. And all I'm doing is I'm identifying the spot that lines up with both of those. Right? That lines up with both of these points here. And because it lines up with both of these points, I know that's my coordinate. Okay. I'll give you the opportunity now to pause the video and you can have a shot at plotting those coordinates on there. Okay, assuming that you've done that. That's it. That's everything. So that's just a bit about Cartesian planes, how plotting works, how reading them works, all that sort of stuff. I've attached a worksheet to today's lesson where you use a Cartesian plane to figure out some pretty awful jokes. Have a shot at that. All right. Thanks, guys.